Hello, Mechwarriors. My name is Bestrone. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new DLC that dropped for Mechwarrior 5. Call to Arms. Call to Arms adds in a whole bunch of new mech variants, as well as some quality of life improvements, including UI changes. Personally, it's also added in a couple of visual changes to the actual mechs in the MechLab. We'll get to look at it in a second. We're going to start up a new career, do about 2 missions, and then this gets a little bit of tension. We might do a bit longer. So it starts out with a new start. Get 8 mechs, 3 mediums, rest are lights. There's a couple good lights in there. The javelin for one. The spider can be heavily customized. This DLC is all about melee. So without any further ado, let's get into it. This is the
In
standard intro.
2108.
Alright. So, I am running some light visual mods, as well as a single sound replacement mod that still hasn't broken. With these new updates, usually the big mods break, such as Merchtech and yet another MechLab, but some minor audio and visual audio mods and HUD updates are still functional, which I will link down below if there is enough traction. So this is career. Reference, sure. Whatever. All right. So we get. Yep, that's all the mix. All right. Commando. It's the SRM commando. Okay, that's the scary one. Okay. So first change. I'm noticing. Missiles are green. And melee weapons. There's a lot of melee weapons. There's claw. Claw deals. Hold on. Why is that that's a marauder arm. Okay. Hammer fist. Heavy hammer fist. Knuckles. Medium claws. Hatchet. Okay. Alright. We're gonna see if we can fit any of these onto. Oh, could fit Knuckles. Okay, we're gonna buy 2 of those. We want to put them in, but I want to have a decent, decent close range. So let's throw on just 2 medium Knuckles. Max the armor. Okay. We have a couple of options here. Throw on some heat sinks, or I could throw on some machine guns. I think we're gonna go with the machine gun option, and just throw on an actual ton of machine gun ammo. I think that'll be, yeah, that's the build. Let's see, we've got maxed head armor, nice and cushy up there. Yeah. So one thing that you will notice, the MechLab has gotten sort of a light god lamps on either side, which really do help with making the mechs look a lot cooler. They look a lot more metallic, I think would be my word. And that even happens when you paint them, which we will do in a second. Franken. Classic. White bones. Let's go for something a little different. Ooh, that looks good. Yeah, yeah. Okay. We'll just do that. So that also comes. Oh yeah, the Vindicator has a couple of weapons that we can take advantage of. Small laser, one. Can we have an actual melee weapon for this? A hammer fist. But with that. Ah, okay. So this is what I would put on this mech if I wanted to. Actually, do I have a large laser? I do. I'll throw a large laser there, a medium laser there, because the AI tends to do better with large lasers. And with the weight saving from that, we'll drop 1 ton of ammo, or not one jump jet. Then in the market, buy the hammer fist and throw it on there. Not as fast, mind you, as the Phoenix Hawk, but still 64. You can still punch the light mechs that get in too close with it. And it's got enough heat sinks there that I think it should be able to handle the heat. Now, Blackjack. Don't really need that many jump jets. I'll throw a little bit on there because the AI can use them. But the AC2s... Actually, we'll strip that out. Max the armor because you need it. Yeah, let's just strip out those jump jets. Okay. Drop the head armor down a little bit. It's just... That's gonna frustrate me. Okay. We have 1 ton left. It's 200 rounds. Got 100 shots. Got 200 shots. And then the final one, the javelin. It's got light knuckles. So that's an extra 5 damage for half a ton. Jump jets weigh half a ton, so it's not hard to imagine. I can just do this. Strip those out. This thing needs all the armor it can get since it's a light mech, and we're probably going to be bringing it with us. We're going to preference the arms in this calculation. We're going to drop a heat... Oh, actually, you know what? Do they have half tons of SRM? Should. Yeah, okay. We're gonna use... That is very strange to hear. I think the audio is double playing the song. Okay. Let's bump up that chest armor. 30. Both arms are maxed. Got 10 rear armor. That's a decent... That's a 1/4 split. Good enough. Have an extra... I'm throwing an extra heat sink. Why not? Okay. So, let's see. So this is another thing that's changed. It shows you where you are on the left-hand side here. So whether you're going, and also where your target is and which commonality it's controlled by, which is a good touch. But the most important one that I found is this, right? So if you see in the lower right-hand corner there, you can also see how long it'll take, the seatbelt cost. It has changed. It used to be just down here. It also, instead of just having a pop-up with the reputation level, it tells you right here, also the repair cost and time. And you can even get a little bit of lore here if you want to. For this, you can also see what each mission does. There is a mod that improves this. It's called SMMO. That allows you to mouse over the contacts and see the difficulty and who's targeting who. But what this does is it also allows you to see your standing, which was something that you could only really access if you were on a node or near it. So we're going to go to there, but since we're going to row through Standatch, we might as well take a look. Oh, I didn't check the mechs in the market. Well, I'll take a look. There's a couple of other things that they've done to improve the quality of life. The biggest one being that the equipment that is in various DLCs now shows which DLC it's from. You know? So all of this is called arms. All the short burst and the short burst lasers are from Heroes of the Innersphere. Heroes of the Innersphere. My apologies. Just a couple of light mechs. Panther might be useful, but it's a pretty light mech. You see it a lot in the current space. Odds are we'll probably be able to get one to salvage. But there's a hatchet here. That's 42 damage. Get up. Also, I'm noticing that a lot of these weapons the melee weapons are very cheap. Which I imagine is by design. 50 damage. Oh. The max range is a little low for a lot of these, but the longsword gets 20. It's interesting. I'll give it that. Since we're probably not going to use them, we might as well just throw them into cold storage to save on cash. Barracks. We have... Okay, we have a lot of pilots. We're gonna just drop off 2 of them, I think. There's a little bit more cash in the early game. That way we can put it towards other things. Let's see. You are... Well, you got good armor rating, but you're bad at heat management, and you like things that are... No. Alright. Okay. Cut off a little bit of that money. We're down from, I think it was 200,000 C-bills. So we're down a bit. Yeah. Alright, let's do the mission. It'll be a demolition contract first. I don't think we can do a multiple mission operation. Unless... unless this is a really simple one. Okay, so this contract scheme has changed too. Again, you can see the mission types as well. Although, granted, you do have to have a button prompt to get to this next thing. This is a negotiation points work. You click either way, or you can just hit the plus and minus. And this is the money you're gonna get, and the salvage shares you're gonna get. Since we're rank 3 and they like us, we'll get your negotiation points. We're gonna go 50-50. Max out that salvage and see if we can get some weapons, maybe. Right. So this is a assault. Okay. So step 1, we need to optimize the pilots here. This is a heavy energy mech. So is this one. But I'm piloting it. Okay. One other notable thing that they have added with this update is the ability to go over tonnage. You can see there, we lose the salvage share and 2% of our C-bill if we do that. So for now, we're going to run without Mr. Murphy. Mrs. Santiago is the best for that blackjack. She's got the best ballistic skill and decent energy. Yeah, I think that's everything. I like how it shows your salvage shares up top too. That's a nice feature. There's a lot of information that will also be displayed here, and I think they might need to change where that occurs if when you start getting into the heavier mechs, it starts occluding them in this view here. But without any further ado, let's get straight into the combat.
Attention. Prepare for Battlemech departure.
Okay.
Warning. Hangar doors open.
I haven't been in a Phoenix Hawk in a while. It feels
Reactor
very open.
online.
It's good.
Sensors online. Weapons online.
I haven't played in a while with default thank you, Brianna.
Benefactors are willing to spend a great deal of C-bills to see done.
Oh, alright. Yep. Gotta update the weapon groups here. Got to do that. Since they are kind of a close range weapon, we'll go like that. That's... Yep. Got the knuckles on it. I'll wait a little bit for the mechs to catch up here. Alright. So one thing that I am noticing... That's new audio. I have MWO's BB as the only audio mod. So this is all new soundtrack, which is different. It's quite nice, actually.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Our target is now marked. Go get him.
Target destroyed. Target
Okay, we're
acquired.
getting hit by things. They need to make their way up here.
On the move.
Okay, that is desirable.
Target.
Keep on smashing. They are hurt, but our contract calls for us to wipe them off the face of this system. I'm showing heavy damage to a number of the facility structures. We appear to be about halfway there.
Okay,
Target
they've been
acquired.
bound. I can't punch those, which is why. Alright,
Target destroyed.
let's get this one. Oh,
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it, and we'll begin the recovery procedure. That's close enough. Ready to start pickup
we're on.
operations.
Okay. Ooh,
Engaging commander's target.
it's a cicada.
Package acquired.
Machine gun level 2.
Nice kill, commander.
Okay, that's good.
Went crit too. Attacking shared target.
Ooh, that blackjack. Okay. That is a scary light mech.
Critical.
Watch it, commander.
Indicator read that? Yeah, he did.
Acquired.
Tango eliminated.
Okay.
Target destroyed.
This area is on its last legs, commander. Just one final push, and then we can all go home.
Target destroyed. Target
Very good light. Very good starter medium, I have to say.
You've
It's quite effective.
area. Great work.
You've got a lot of good all-range options when you don't when you don't focus it towards a melee. Yeah, we took a beating. All right, yeah, let's get out of here.
Bleeding out.
The melee has sort of a more rapid appearance, I think. I'd have to look at the footage that I've got from the Heroes of the Inner Sphere and from Kestrel Lancers, but I think the melee is sped up as it appears. Which is good.
Done, commander. Stand by
Didn't take any structural either, so that's pretty good too. Means all the more money for us. There was an urban mech, a cicada. So see if we get either of those as a salvage. If not, plenty of tanks and turrets around to fill up that ballast of salvage. Okay. Okay. Oh, cicada showed up. Don't have enough salvage for it though. Okay. This menu's been changed too. Alright. Very few weapon systems here that I actually want. Shame. But that's still money. Still money. Okay, we have three mil. 3 mil C-Bell. Pop these in the repair bin. Okay. Okay. Fire support mech may have taken a beating, but at least it doesn't look... Okay. Alright. Oh, it also lists your time. I didn't know that. It's pretty cool. I don't want to go against the Steiners, because that's scary. It's a raid. Sure. I'd preferentially not like to target Steiner just because with how the reputation system works, the more that we take jobs for someone versus Steiner, the harder it will be to get back into the good graces, and there's a lot of good hotspots in Steiner space. And they also field some pretty scary mechs. They're also the new focus of this DLC because they have the only new mech. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is mace. Okay, I'm gonna pick up one of those. Yeah. Okay. So these are the locusts. That's fine. Transmissions. Okay. That's also an improvement. They've shown which things the quests come from. It's the Hatchetman. If you'd like to read this, you can pause. So rank 3. That's rep 4. This one is the one that we're here for. This one. The raid. I think we can probably get this one done. We get bonus. Let's see. We want 15. If I take 15, it's probably going to be a light mech that we grab out of this. There isn't a lot of good salvage in the early game, so I actually am going to go for the money here. That's a lot of money. Yeah, one other thing, when you have to hit go on these things for this system to work, but when you go back, obviously, and I select a different one, I hit continue, so it does not carry over if you go over to a different one. But that is interesting. So you can go back and okay. So you have to hit space whenever you're in this menu, but you can go back and take a look through how many negotiation points you'll get. So this is an independent
Careful, Commander.
subsidiary.
The sensors are malfunctioning due to the weather, and your visibility on this mission will be compromised as well.
Okay. Okay, Rihanna. There will be many things to shoot. Sure. This is an eclectic look. Alright. Yeah, that. I don't know if... That's one thing that I'm going to look at and see if the AI can accurately use the LRMs. Because in previous versions, the AI has been very much unable to... Your Lancemate AI, at least, has had great difficulty locking onto targets. Okay.
Focus the commanded target.
Target destroyed.
Boom. Dead.
Could have been better. We have... Oh, boy. Okay. Yeah, I'm already in a imaged scenario. You might learn if if destroyed limbs actually lose their melee components. They should, but it is a good test.
Target destroyed.
We're very unlucky to spawn next to one. So I hope the game will go easy on us.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Okay. What the?
Coordinated attack target received.
Destroyed.
Target down.
Target
All right.
destroyed.
And the last ones are 2 clicks away. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. We're gonna go a little slower, just to let our ally mechs catch up,
Acquired. Target destroyed.
because they are important. And that blackjack with its fire support should hopefully be able to help us out here. Gonna go slow.
Smoked.
Target destroyed.
Take it slow.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Okay. Don't have enough sinks on this thing to completely negate the height advantage.
There, Commander. Approach the hidden object to pick it up.
Target acquired.
Engaging Commander's target.
Some salvage. Pick that up.
Enemy tools on radar. Large target engaged. Cargo acquired.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target down.
Destroyed.
That is a lot of harasser platforms.
Target destroyed.
Repositioning.
Okay, we're taking rounds. Do not see any. Okay, that's an LRM. That's a lock. Okay, so that is. He's messing with the medium lasers, but he is doing a good job at locking them and hitting them with the missiles. I'm impressed.
The requested position, Commander.
That's, I mean, I'm watching AI gunnery right now. It's a fascinating subject, I tell you. Okay.
Copy. Commander's target is our target.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
Add one more to my kill count.
We're gonna advance along the side track here and see if we can lure out any hostile forces in there.
Scratch that target off the list.
Oh, that
Hostile
was.
transport ship coming in.
I'd like to not meet that if possible.
Lance's Oscar Mike.
Don't think I saw another replacement pair of knuckles. Sorry, I can't resist. Hold on. It goes pew. Ooh. Some good test. Okay, friendly fire is enabled.
Target acquired.
Reposition complete.
Hey, I know a lot of people who disable friendly fire
Position. Just one
because
to
it is quite frustrating to hit your mech in the back with an alpha when it runs in front of you. So hopefully that is
Target acquired.
one of the plugins that gets fixed pretty quick.
Target destroyed.
I think I am running better salvage, I think. Better C-bills.
Objective down.
The idea being, of course, that... so, one thing that this DLC also adds in is sort of almost cryptic notes. I think that was because Rihanna had the salvage line, and then she would pop up with what was in it. That has changed, I believe. A little bit of a rocky start, but
Destroyed.
I think we have potential. That was an LRM 15 or 10.
Good work.
All those missiles.
It sounds like Intersystem Advocacy has managed to crack the bandits' communication network. Let's hope that they've found what they're looking for.
Hope that next mission I can bring in my javelin, because I think the close range firepower could help us out when it comes to those light mechs like the urban mechs, because those things are scary up close. And AC 10s and 20s, man. It's freaky. Okay. Huh. Yeah, three salvage. But we can pick up 1-star weapons. Actually, we'll pick up a spare machine gun since it's the Phoenix Hawk. The Phoenix Hawk is wont to lose limbs. Yeah. Looks good to me. And see bills and the raid. Why? Why? Okay. Versus them. That's a demolition. We'll try that one next. I do want to bring the javelin into play, but the tonnage restriction. We'll bring it into play this time. 160 tons. Okay. Armor. Ooh. Okay. If I do that, we get 15 salvage shares. That's more than enough to claim a couple of things, I think. And that'll also mean that we take a hit, but that's okay. You can use the javelin here. Let's just make sure its weapon groups are done correctly. They are. I'll stagger them. The reason I might have already gone over this. The reason why you stagger your firing solutions for mechs that you're not piloting currently is because the AI works on a heat system. So for the for the for the hardpoint system or the weapon grouping system. Sorry, that's what it is. It'll run through 1 through 3, 4, 5, 6. Dusty.
Be sure to watch your fire around any pipes or tanks, as the contents have the potential of being explosive.
This dust isn't gonna let any solar light get through. I'm gonna be like up a creek without a paddle and in the middle of a vein. We have a javelin. We have going. Nope, don't need to be going this way. Crossing. That is new. They've added some sounds to the dropship, which before it was Occupant, it was kind of lackluster. So the sound update is nice. Enemy heli. Not in range. I am now. No, now I am. Yeah, there we go.
Target destroyed.
I think AI LRM mechs might legitimately not be a bad thing now. You couldn't really use them just because AI with LRMs would suffer greatly when it came to targeting. But it looks like they lock things pretty effectively now. I'm almost even tempted to rep off some of the medium lasers and upgrade it to an LRM 20 by stripping out some heat sinking. I think that might be a good idea. You need to strip out 2 medium lasers and maybe some jump jets. I think it does have some JJs.
Target destroyed.
Ooh, triple light mech. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Can actually like walk through this. There are plenty of explosives in here.
Major damage to the target facility.
Be nice to not detonate my own vehicle, please. We have incoming heli. Hear it? There it is.
Acquired.
Also, that's ECM distortion.
Target destroyed.
I can't tell.
The area is down to half capacity. Keep going.
Target acquired.
Okay.
Our payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
Target destroyed.
The facility's gone cold. All power signature's gone. No
All
one's
right,
gonna be
Rihanna.
able to utilize this complex for quite a bit. Time to get out of here, Commander.
Oh, he tried to melee me, and I.
That was a big explosion. Nice kill, Commander.
Target acquired.
Up a few hostiles, but we don't need to be here anymore. Let's get going. Oh,
Copy.
General.
Engage Commander target.
they are heavily favoring my arm. Yeah. Okay.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Yeah, they're going after my left arm here.
Target destroyed.
Ooh. And finally use my jump jets for something. I'm not gonna be able to nurse it all the way up there.
Fuel at 0%.
Give it a second here.
Target acquired.
Although the I
Destroyed.
think what might be more concerning is the fact that since the AI can use LRMs now,
25%.
the catapult bolts,
Extraction is closing.
or the catapult missile boats, are definitely going to be a lot more scary. Oh. Couple of successful missions. And a couple of good melee kills. I mean, come on. You're punching with the force of an autocannon. Alright. That's Rep 4. Money. Okay, that's cool. So it does actually show you that. Here's that Jenner. Mando and the Urban Mech. It survived with the AC-10 intact, which is different. We'll make it simple. We might just end up selling the Jenner, but grab up that. And a medium laser as backup. Yeah. So, we do some repairs. And we might want to call it here for episode 1. If you like, comment, subscribe if you want to. I hope you have an excellent day. Cheers.